Hello.
Welcome back
From our summer hiatus.
If you've been tuning in, and you know we've been gone for
We
2
were
weeks.
really going to take 1 week, but then we needed the extra week.
We needed the extra week,
It just,
so-
delayed flights and being tired and all that.
New
So,
job,
new job.
all that. Like, yeah.
School year's getting ready to start.
back to school.
Everything. It's just life. So thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
And we're going to kind of change up our format a little bit moving forward, right?
Yeah.
That was all part of our strategy.
We're working on content.
Yes, we are
So
working on
it's
content
gonna-
and maybe we're still going to talk about fashion and beauty and skincare and shoes and everything like that. Might not necessarily be in every episode, but we're going to have a topic and really get into the
Right.
topic.
Yeah. We're bringing it in.
All right, girls. So do our intro.
Grab your Flow Cheesemate cocktail of choice, coffee, bubbles, whatever it is, because we're talking stalking with a nationwide camera meant to catch criminals turned a stalking tool. Things that make you go, All right. Here we go. Imagine driving to work, right?
Okay.
Which we do every day. Take your child to school, or you're going to happy hour, meeting a friend for cocktails.
Right.
And imagine that every one of those trips is recorded. And someone with access can see everywhere you've been. I don't mean location check devices, something different.
They're not checking my speeding, of course.
Correct.
Okay.
Would that make you feel safer or watched?
I think watched.
Today, we're
I don't know about
discussing-
safe.
Yeah, I don't know about
I
safe.
think we'll get into that.
Today, we're discussing a Washington Post investigation that explores how a nationwide camera network designed to fight crime has, in some cases, been misused to track people for personal reasons.
Oh, no business.
Where should we draw the line?
Who has access to this camera business?
Well,
the government,
law enforcement.
law enforcement.
Law enforcement.
Ooh.
So I was just in Colorado, right?
Uh-huh.
And so they have these huge all along the highways, and they have the HOV lanes and
yeah.
all that, right? And we're wondering, what are all of these sensors? They're all up and down the highway.
Are they flashing? And
They're
that's
not
how you're
flashing.
noticing
They
it, or-
look like they're almost like with the I don't know, they're just like these not fluorescent, but
You can't
just
not miss them, right?
Right, you can't
Right.
miss them. And it's kind of like, I guess if you're not from there, you wonder what it is. It almost
Right.
looks like it's, being powered by the sun. Or
Do you make
something.
excuses for it because it's California?
Well, no, it's
Oh,
Colorado.
Colorado. That's right. That's right.
And so, lo and behold, a couple weeks later, right, we were there for soccer. One of the soccer families sent me a message saying, "Hey, did y'all get one of these in the mail?" But we were in a rental. Some families drove their own personal vehicles.
Okay.
And so apparently these things that we saw all along the highways are tracking your every move. And so what my particular soccer family, they received a letter in the mail from Colorado with a picture of their vehicle, kind of like when you go through a toll booth,
Right.
but it was a picture of their vehicle crossing the double white line on the highway.
That
And
reminds me of
it's
the Balcones Heights,
the Balcones Heights, the one on Bandera.
Yep.
And it said, here's point A, and then it has a picture of point B. So you can see where the car was here, and then you can see where the car is now in the double line, right? Crossed over into the double line. So they received a court, appear in court for this,
That's shitty.
$150 fine,
So
violation.
Police don't even need to be out on the streets anymore. Let's just
Right. So
and charge people. Is it legal there? I mean, because you and I had been talking off camera
right.
about the Balcones Heights and our
one on
our
Bandera,
family
right?
attorney defunct.
Right.
He said, "Don't pay those. They
tickets.
can't.
They're not
it's not
going to do
legit."
anything. But I mean, they're just trying to make some money for these Leon Valley these little
Right.
towns or
Right.
sub-towns or
Balcony
whatever you want
Heights.
to call them, Balcony Heights.
So what
But-
happened if you wouldn't? Do y'all know?
So I
Did Damien do any research?
well, no, because now we're wondering, because I'm sure we did the same thing with the rental car.
it's probably gonna.
So
eventually.
the rental agency enterprise will get that,
Yeah.
and then do they?
Research.
Yeah, well, they either send us the bill.
Was it you
Or-
driving or
No, I didn't. I don't drive, especially and I don't know anything about. Anyway, so things to think about. What if someone could see everywhere you've been for the last month? Okay.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah. So the story begins in a small town in Georgia. There was Marcy Bakersley, right?
Okay.
Am I reading that correctly?
Uh-huh.
Couldn't understand how her ex-boyfriend always knew where she was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Grocery store, doctor appointment, going on a date, right, with
Mhm.
someone else. He would text her about it, and sometimes within minutes, despite that he worked 15 miles from her home.
15 miles. That's a
That's a
decent
pretty
distance.
decent distance.
Yeah.
As a police chief in a small town in Georgia.
There you go.
Okay. So, she starts thinking, okay, there's some, he's getting a little stalkerish,
Mm.
a little psycho. So one day in 2024,
And so he always knew her location and kind of shared that, but never got like too deep. Like, I saw you in that blue dress that I like you in, and you look like it wasn't that bad yet,
just
right?
location,
It was just
like,
location.
but within minutes,
Okay.
like, oh, you're at the grocery store?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
she would
grab
get
me
a
some
text
apples.
message. Right,
Mhm.
right. While you're there, I need some pet food. So one day in 2024,
Uh-huh.
he incorrectly suspected that she had gone to see a man against his wishes. And he immediately texted her.
And they're together, they're not together.
They're not together. This
And-
is her ex.
Well, who cares if
Right?
it's somebody against your wishes? Y'all aren't
They're
together.
not together, but hence the stalking, right?
Yeah.
So, Trisha, have you ever been a stalker before?
I don't think I've really ever stalked.
Okay.
Okay. Like, I mean, most of my family, we have like our location stuff, right?
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
Ralph will tell me
basic.
I'm a stalker. And I'm like, I'm not. I only look at it like when someone hasn't gotten back to me.
Trisha does stalk me
I
sometimes.
do look at you stalk me way more, girl. Or I'm like, damn, I haven't heard from Marisa. Where's she
Yeah,
at?
where's
And
she
I'm
at?
just,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's at happy hour.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like that. I mean, I don't literally have time to sit there and check everybody.
Well, of course, right.
But
Well, sometimes I look and I'm like, I need to text Trisha, but I don't want to bother her. Let me see that she's at.
Right.
Wait, what? Bitch at happy hour? Hell no.
She's at Sunnyside.
Or she at Sunnyside? I can text her.
No, so I don't think I've really ever done that.
Okay.
But
I mean,
I
to
have
that extent.
loosely been stalked younger. I was
Right,
much younger
right.
and, immature. I was immature. They were immature. But I mean, who knows? I wonder if those guys are still stalkers today, at a grandiose level.
Well, I mean, I did have
you had
I
bad
had a couple. I had a couple.
Okay, one I know about for sure.
Yeah.
Was there one before or after?
There was one a little bit before.
Okay.
I don't know about maybe so much stalking,
Yeah.
but
When I'm
kind of like,
she was in stalking.
yeah, kind of like,
Yeah.
you would get home, turn on the lights, and there's somebody waiting for you, right?
Screw
That's kind of, yeah. Like after a night out, right? Yes. In your apartment, yeah.
So
that,
never happened to
yeah.
me.
So that did happen to me once. That was a little,
Girl.
and like stalking
Must be
me.
cleaning up your ass.
Yeah,
Like
stalking
a
me when I
wolf.
lived at my parents' house, like banging on the door. I mean, I
That
was
happened
already
to
in
me.
college, right?
No, that was high school.
But things like that.
was in
That's
college, but yeah.
that's pretty creepy. So, so the girl had cameras installed at her home,
Okay.
hidden cameras for detectors. Like she actually bought a scanner for her house to see if there was any cameras that
Yeah.
she didn't know about. She even took her car into the mechanic to check to see if there were any trackers on her vehicle because she could not understand how this guy knew every minute. So after pressing him, he finally told her via text message that he was using Flock.
Excuse me. Did you get flocked?
Flock.
Flock. F-L-O-C-K-E-D, right?
F-L-O-C-K.
Okay. Wow.
Tune in to find out.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
So I have read the story. I have lots of questions, but we're going to get into our feelings and stuff about this. The thing with this article is it talks about everything that Marisa just said. It's meant, this particular software is meant, it's a good idea. It's meant to find criminals, right? And track them.
Perpetrators and track
perpetrators, all of that. However, there's always some bad seeds.
In the wrong hands.
Right. And unfortunately, the wrong hands are the people who are buying this software to track the criminals.
Correct.
Which is the police. And I mean, we love the police. We back the blue, but it's these bad seeds that screw it up for everybody.
Right.
And so more to come on that.
More to come
We'll
on
get back
that.
to
You don't want to miss what happens.
It's good.
It's
good.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, we'll be back. Cheers. I need some more. Who's the second person I need some more? Okay.
We're back.
We are back.
Talking stalker-licious incidences.
Oh, yeah. This
Oh,
good
man.
stuff, Maynard.
This is interesting. So in this Washington Post investigation called How Rogue Officers Turned a Nationwide Camera Network into a Tool for Stalking, like thousands of law enforcement agencies across the U.S., Chief Michael Steffman used that tool to silently monitor his ex-girlfriend Beckley's life. By the time she knew it, he had already looked up her whereabouts over 600 times, right?
600 times. That's like sitting there all day and just like, where's she now? Where's she now? Where's she now? Where's she now?
Right. Cuckoo. Right.
Yeah.
And so there's, I guess, a platform according to Have I Been Flocked?
Shut up.
Have I Been Flocked? Is a website that aggregates police search logs available through public records. So, would you check Flock to see if you've been searched, Trisha? Is that something you would
Well, I'm curious now.
Right.
Yeah, I am.
Have I been
you know,
flocked?
have I been? Like, I don't think I would be
Right.
by anybody.
Sure. But I mean,
But
you know,
I
that
don't know.
license plate is a serious thing, right? I mean, that
That's
can.
pretty heavy duty.
Right.
You know?
So this police,
Yeah, it makes me think twice because, you know, we have been talking about, you have a not personalized, but semi-personalized license plate.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about getting personalized license
Sure.
plates with, you know, GWTF, going with the flow. And that, but now whatever, I mean, but I do think, oh, wow, everybody would know that that's one of us, right?
Yeah.
I don't really care, but I don't know.
So if you
Now,
found,
I don't know.
This is a question for both of you.
Okay, Joey,
You
chime in.
found out somebody was tracking your car.
Mhm.
Who would you first suspect?
Well, okay, so yeah, it depends who it is, right? If I want to be tracked or not. No, at the end of the day, it's creepy.
But who would you suspect?
Well, I would think first it would be like an ex, right? An ex boyfriend,
Sure. I can
husband,
see
lover.
that,
I mean, because you think it's somebody who's mad at you, right? Not necessarily nosy, but nosy goes along with abuse. So I think
an ex. I
right?
don't know. Ain't nobody stalking my car. I can tell you.
Well, you don't know that, girl. You've had stalkers in your past.
Hey, I'm gonna ask Flockett.
Yeah. Well, okay. So that one, I was telling them off camera. I go, that one guy that was like my little stalker. I was in high school. He was in college. It was innocent, stupid, you know, immaturity. I have looked him up, like on social media.
Well,
now,
yeah,
not
on social
on
media,
this.
right.
And
Right.
Mofo hasn't even accepted my friend request.
I have had to block
You know,
some exes
I have had to
on
block them
Instagram or
too.
Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because I'm like, no, it's
I don't want to
okay.
go there. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
then they
sometimes
keep on,
unblock
keep
it just
on.
to see what's going on and then reblock it. No, it's Joey, it's coming out.
Joe, okay, Joey, who would you suspect?
Who would you suspect, Joey?
Safety. But like, but not in a bad way. I just feel like it's more like a safety.
Let's say
He's checking on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just is everything okay? Because you haven't gotten back to him,
Yeah, like,
or
I don't just-
or you said, "Hey, I'm going to be with Trisha at this work event for the next 3 hours. I'm going to have limited communication."
I must say,
No, it's out of concern.
yeah, I
He's
would
a
say
good
so,
guy.
out of
He's a good guy.
concern. I must say, Sebby used to stalk me when he was a little boy.
Because it was fun.
No, because he had me on the Find My Phone, right?
Yeah.
And I would have to pick him up from school
Uh-huh.
when he was in middle school, and I
Uh-huh.
would say like,
I'm down the
I
street.
have a faculty meeting. I'll be there as soon as it's over. He would look on the Find My Phone, and I'd be at Willie's. He'd be like, "Mom, are you at Willie's?"
Mom, you're not down the street. It says you're at Willie's.
my gosh!
Okay, remember when Life 360 first came out? I mean, you, me, and Edie, we were
Oh,
every
yeah.
day. We're like, "Hey, what are you doing
Uh-huh.
over here?
Yes.
Why did you go to North Star Mall today? Why did you go to that gas station? Did you get a Slurpee?" I mean, like stupid questions.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that was
That was friend stock.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think you're my only stalker.
Yeah. Probably.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And when she hasn't called me for a while, and I know she's like at home or something, I'm like, she knows where I am.
yeah.
She's checked.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to hide, girl.
Yeah. Well. So in all seriousness, in all seriousness, Steph Mend, the chief of police, did get arrested for stalking charges and harassment and license plate reader misuse. In April, before the trial could take place, he was found dead in his home from suicide.
Yeah. He unlifed himself.
He
Unlifed himself.
So
okay, so here's the thing about this story, guys, and we kind of need to share it, okay, on social. So we'll do that. But the story is good in that, you know, you need to be aware that this surveillance cameras are out there and people can track you. The problem with this story is that it was these high-ranking policemen. So they were always the sheriff, the police, the first deputy. I mean, like high-ranking in their communities. And it was interesting how many stories they got, you know, because it wasn't like there was just 2 or 3 that we read. There was at least 15 that we read. And in each case, it was about an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife. And some of them had a clue. Some of them had no clue. And who the hell do they go to when that happens? And in this particular case, she went and nobody believed her. And so it's like, now what? A new organization needs to be formed that it's the good, honest cops. And you say this person's following me or what happened? Because we're going to talk about a documentary. And I'm just going to kind of put it out there right now. It's called Toxic Love. And in this particular story, it's very fascinating and how all the twists and turns happened. But this guy was a U.S. Marshal. And it wasn't until the ex-girlfriend was cleared of something that she did not do that a higher ranking marshal office person said, wait a minute.
Somebody over
this guy. Something doesn't add up, like internal affairs office.
Sure.
Something's not adding up. So so you need to read the story. It's really, really good. But there is this documentary out on Netflix right now called Toxic Love. And it's the story of a girl. Her name is Michelle Bradley. Bradley? I think it's Bradley. Hadley. Michelle Hadley. And I felt like I saw it on Netflix in the beginning that she was this stalker of her ex-boyfriend because he got to keep the condo, which she did put the down payment on.
U.S. Marshal.
Right. He's a U.S. Marshal and everything was great in the beginning. But, you know, fast love, moved in together in 3 months. She put down all her life savings because he had bad credit, blah, 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 blah. Well, then he becomes this stalker and very controlling. And they break up and he's angry about it. And
well, he doesn't want her to take any part of that
of the condo. Right. It's all about the condo.
Right.
But it's not. It's about controlling somebody, you know? And so then he gets remarried. And then him and his wife, he is the mastermind behind this, but you don't know this until now. So I'm kind of putting the...
A little bit of a spoiler.
Yeah, a little bit of a spoiler. But it doesn't matter because it's so good.
It's still good, right.
So he somehow convinces his wife to play along and accusing Michelle of all these bad things, being on Craigslist, writing like, I want to be, I have fantasies about being raped. The door's going to be open. Come get me. But the guy that's really writing everything is the U.S. Marshal.
Correct. Right.
He
they make
is an SOB.
Right. They make it.
Yeah. They make it sound like it's the wife. Right. And so then Michelle gets arrested and she's in jail for like almost 90 days. I think it was like 81 days, like just stuck there. Nobody believed her. But then it all started coming out. And since then, she's been 100% exonerated.
Sure.
No, nothing on her record, but the trauma she went through and the humiliation and the loss of income. Anyway, she sued that police department and got a nice little settlement.
She did.
I don't know how much it is, but I am going to look it up.
Right.
But
And since
the wife
child
can,
and everything.
And the wife was lying about being pregnant with twins.
Right. She was.
And he acted like
very
he didn't know. It's
story.
So many twists and turns.
Yeah.
But she ended up serving 5 years and she admitted to everything. He's admitted to nothing but was convicted of 10 years. And when you go through this story, you're going to see how all the different states have different regulations. You know, lots of them get misdemeanors with some fines. Some of them get jail time. Some of them just get put on probation. I mean, it varies when it's clear as day what has been going on. Because now fast forward, our police stations, all of us are overwhelmed, busy, but it's prioritizing what's important. And what's important is auditing systems like this. Because the company that owns this system, Flocked, I have beef with them now. Okay, because I took pictures of what I wanted to say. Let me just pull it up. First of all, the individual who owns this company, Flock, he looks 5 years old. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I mean, we know all of these little Joeys are just geniuses in Silicon Valley. But he says, we're not going to change humans, and humans make bad decisions. So he's already acknowledging there that there's a little snafu, right?
Yeah,
his with his system.
Sure.
And a lot of the other police chiefs are like ratting on one another that are getting in trouble, saying, you know, pretty much everybody uses the computer system improperly. It's just that nobody follows it. Nobody check it, right?
Check that.
But then here's what bothered me. So not only is the CEO kind of like, you know, whatever. One of his investors has dismissed it as well. Okay, but that's not what I was going to say. My apologies. Langley, the CEO, also told Forbes last year, no one elected me the police of America. I don't think it's our job to police the police. Well, you're also saying that stalkers can run free,
right?
You know, I mean, because unfortunately, yes, there are some policemen who are stalkers who have big domestic abuse cases. We're seeing it a lot in our community right now. They're all coming out,
sure.
You know, but I don't know, dude. It's kind of scary, you know.
Scary.
Technology, you get excited. I mean, first, I'm very late to the game on technology because I want to learn something new. Okay, that's just laziness, right? But then I learn it, and it kind of comes in exciting. But then you quickly learn how it can turn bad. And this, I think when they originally started it, it probably had good intent, but I think they went down all these different avenues of how it could go bad, go rogue, because they're calling them rogue policemen.
Yeah, rogue police.
And it goes rogue. And in this toxic love, you guys have got to watch it. I mean, I was just like this. And then I'd have to rewind it and say, like, did that really just happen?
Right. I did have to rewind
today
several times.
In America, 2025, 2026.
Yeah. I did have to go back into the episode because I was thinking like, wait, I was getting.
Did you think it was the wife too?
I
was like, this chick is crazy. I can tell.
I just, it just, there was.
She lied about having cancer, like
She lied about having cancer. She lied about being pregnant.
Yes.
But it just, I had to go back a couple of times because I wasn't sure, like, where Michelle, like, so she went to jail, but I'm like, well, why did she go to jail? Is the wife, like, it just,
because the wife had complained enough to try to get restraining orders, protective orders.
They had all that documented,
all that.
Right?
And so when the whole rape thing came, that the guy was going to come, and they actually interviewed the guy from Craigslist
that answered the ad,
right? Who answered the ad, and he knew when he got there something wasn't
right. He knew something was off because he saw the guy, the U.S. Marshal, there. They saw his name on the
and they're Hispanic at that. He was Hispanic. That really pissed me off.
Well, I mean, anyways,
so we'd like to hear from you girls and guys.
Was,
like, what do you think about that? I mean, this whole stalking thing. This takes it to a whole new level.
I mean, you know, you get into a relationship. It's fresh. It's new, it's exciting. And then it goes
sideways. It's part of life.
Right. But man, that stuff goes sideways and
you know? But like, I mean, that you go to that much extent 600 times in like, was it like a 3-month period or something like that?
Right. And the fact that he committed suicide, that's just
And he was the
heartbreaking.
chief of police.
Right.
And he said he was doing most of his searches like 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. So,
When people are sleeping.
right.
Yeah.
But, it tracks everything. So he could just
Yeah.
go back and see
So
everything.
we're going to check.
We're going to check ourselves, right?
Have we been flocked?
Yes. We're going to flock each other.
We're going to, yes.
And you too, Joey, you're getting flocked.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because,
And we'll let y'all know on social what were the results.
whether we've been flocked.
Were we even flocked or not.
Chances are no.
Yeah.
Boring.
Let me go look her up real quick so she has one stalker.
Hey, the little graph is like empty.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the graphs.
No one likes to.
Yeah, the graphs show like all these little dots of signs
mapping.
your vehicle has been checked. And so I'm like,
yeah.
the bar graph is like none. But anyway,
so we're going to post the story. Yeah. We're going to post our results. And we really would like to hear from you. Hopefully none of y'all have any really bad stalking stories. And if you have, really sad. And I hoped that if you went to the police that they believed you, because there are 1,000 many more good police officers as there are the bad seeds.
Sure,
and usually that bad seed is because they are a domestic abuser.
Right.
So
emotionally and
physically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they hold the badge. They hold the badge and they hold the gun and they take advantage of that. All right.
Scary and unfortunate.
So next week, we're going to have another topic, the whole thing to talk about. Again, we'd love to hear from y'all. We know everybody views our stuff and doesn't necessarily like to, chime in on social media. But if there's a topic y'all want us to discuss, we're into it because we are also true crime junkies.
Yes.
And so
her more so than me.
Oh, girl, you already had the first one you wanted to do. Now you best be simmering down. But yes, I'm a day on, 2020 girl. And
we'll dig
as soon as, Toxic Love came out on Netflix, I was like, oh, what's this?
Toxic Love.
Yeah.
Please
anyway,
be sure to tune in. That's a stream.
Guys. Thanks
for listening.
Thanks
for being part of our shenanigans.
Our shenanigans. We love shenanigans.
All right.
Cheese, man.
Cheese, man.
All right. Peace, love, and bubbles. See you next week.